I saw on Twitter, sorry, X, whatever,
Twix.
Twix. There was a quote from the Giants starting QB because Daniel Jones is out for the season.
Yes. Which one is this? Because I'm genuinely not sure at this point.
His name is Tommy DeVito.
Tommy. Okay, so it is the DeVito.
DeVito. Mm-hmm. So he has the quote that I wanted to get your opinion on. It says, "I don't have to worry about laundry, what I'm eating for dinner, chicken cutlets and all that is waiting for me when I get home there, or when I get there. My mom still makes my bed. Everything is handled for me." This man is 25 years old because I never heard of Tommy DeVito before.
Mm-hmm.
Why would a grown man in the NFL openly admit that he doesn't do his own laundry and that his mom still makes his bed?
So honestly, the only issue that I had with everything that he said was that his mom makes his bed, right? Now, obviously, you can imply that his mom does his laundry and that his mom cooks the food and everything. But the having your mom physically make your bed thing, yeah, that's bothersome.
Well, no, he said, I don't have to worry about laundry.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm inferring that mom is doing all of his chores, right?
Right,
That she makes his bed, that she does his laundry, that she cooks the food, all that stuff. But that also would imply that you're living at mom's house still?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the living. That was the whole thing, was living with his parents.
So, no, I'm just going to say it. Fuck it. That's weird, man. Like, that you have an adult job. Why are you living with mom and dad? Yeah, I get it. New York real estate is expensive. Brock Purdy's going through the same thing in San Francisco. He's got to have roommates. But guess what? He lives on his own. I don't even know where Tommy DeVito was drafted, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, we don't know.
I mean, I can assume that if he was drafted, that it was higher than Brock Purdy, since Brock Purdy was literally the last person drafted. But yeah, man, you got an adult job. Why are you living with mom and dad still?
Fun fact, Tommy DeVito was actually undrafted.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, no. So then I take it back then, okay? In his position, because he's undrafted, I'm sure that he is making a fair amount of money for an NFL player, right? But he's undrafted, so maybe he's able to get, let's say, even an NFL average of 3.2 years out of a career, right? And so he makes, over that time, let's say $400,000, right?
Right, yeah.
In this circumstance, I completely understand him living with mom. And if that's how mom wants, look, in my opinion, it's weird that he's like, yeah, cool, make my bed. But if it's mom and dad's house, it's their rules. Sorry, you're 25, but it's their house, their rules, right?
Right.
So if that's how mom wants to get down, I get that. Especially, like I said, if he had been drafted and he was making, a decent amount of salary or whatever, and he was also probably going to be in the NFL for an average of like 5 to 7 years. All right, dude, you gotta figure this out. But this is kind of like, hey, I'm going for my dream. So you know what this is? This is the guy who had to move back into mom and dad's house because he wanted to start his own company. And he couldn't afford having the rent while he was doing the startup stuff. So that is. So I'm totally fine with him living. Now, if you get a second contract, Mr. DeVito, you got to move out. I don't care. I don't care if mom has a great house in Manhattan. Take your ass to Soho or whatever other bureau. borough they live in?
Yeah, I have no idea. But there was a comment. Somebody left a reply to my tweet.
Ooh, okay.
And I don't know who this man is. It's just some rando. But anyways, per this rando, it says, that's an Italian household. That's normal in their culture. Moms will do everything for them. I can't read. Mom will do everything for them damn near until they are married and will still not have them do his own laundry even then. I guess who knows?
Yeah, no, I mean, that is also part of it for sure. That's why I didn't bring up anything other than mom and dad's house, mom and dad's rules. Like, anyone who ever watched the Jersey Shore understands that that is a huge part of the. And no, I'm not talking about Family Reunion. I haven't watched Family Reunion, so I don't know if it's just literally more of the same, but they're rich now. But my point is, before they were all super rich, they were still living with mom and dad were still doing all the same stuff. These people were on TV every week, living with mom and dad, okay? So yes, it is part of their culture. That's why that's not a factor of it.
Yeah, but
the point is that as a man, should you still be living at home? Not should mom and dad still be taking care of you to that degree, but should you still be living at home?
Right.
So, but like I said, this is him taking his shot and not trying to strain himself financially while doing that, in my belief anyway, so I'm okay with it. Right?
Yeah. All right.
But as soon as you get cut, get a real job and move the fuck out, okay? Go get a job as a pharmaceutical sales rep. Talk about all the good old days of throwing the ball down the field while you make some doctor sign away all the Oxycontin prescriptions to the local high school. That's how it works, people. Go watch a Hulu movie.